Trailer park.
Yeah, right here.
Here's the way I see it.
My family had planned a surprise trip to Seattle, Washington to take me to the Space Needle, for my husband knew that that was the one thing that I wanted to do while in Seattle, Washington. Little did they know that I knew what the Space Needle was, no matter what their efforts were to convince me differently. I thought I'd play along.
Alright, so here's what
Up
I
where?
know about her.
The needle? Up where we're going. We have to go walk to where we're going, uptown.
Yeah, the needle.
No, we're walking
Upriver, you
uptown.
goof. We've got to walk. See that big silver, whatever? It's a museum thing.
Well, I see that big silver, whatever. Oh my God, we're going up to that needle, aren't we? Yes, we are. Oh my God, we're in Seattle. Okay, you gotta take me a picture.
Is 4:45. Is that okay?
4:45.
Card back. I'll just need a signature from you. $76.10.
We were running a little early, so we all decided to go ahead and head out and do some exploring. Look, like Mexico. They tied the kids' names into it. Holy crap. I don't know, but it smells freaking good. Oh. What? I smell garlic. Little did we know that the line to the door was a 35-minute wait.
Uploaded. It's the Space Needle official app. It has this logo. It's on Android and Apple. And the posters are really cool because there's an AR feature on it. So you just point your camera at it and a little Space Needle will show up if it works. There we go, yeah. It's the Space Needle official app. Yeah.
It all started with a doodle. In 1959, Seattle hotel executive Edward E. Carlson, who was the chief organizer of the 1962 World Fair, traveled to Stuttgart, Germany, where he was inspired by a broadcast tower featuring a restaurant. He doodled an idea of a dominant central structure for the fair on a napkin in a hotel cafe, convinced that such a tower could make a permanent centerpiece for the fair and an enduring symbol for Seattle. He called it a Space Needle. In 1961, just 13 months before the opening of the World's Fair, construction began. An underground foundation was poured into a hole 30 feet deep and 120 feet across, and it took 467 cement trucks an entire day to fill the hole, leaving this the largest concrete pour in the West, and weighing as much as the Space Needle itself. On April 21, 1962, was opening day and first day of the World Fair, hosting 2.65 million visitors. The Space Needle may not be as tall as the American landmarks, like the Empire State Building or Chicago's Willis Tower, but the 605-foot structure has a towering spirit of its own. The Space Needle was built on a plot of land of 120 foot by 120 foot. Purchase price $75,000. The foundation stretches down 30 feet beneath the streets of Seattle. The needle itself is connected to the foundation with 72 30-foot long bolts. The design places the tower's center of gravity a mere 5 foot above ground. It was reported that only 5 workers lost their lives during the construction, and only 3 deaths were reported, and all 3 were suicides that occurred during the 1970s. To help make the Space Needle's public reveal all the more dazzling, a massive flame burned bright at the head of the tower throughout the run of the 1962 World's Fair. The torch producing the flame was 40 to 50 feet tall and burned enough fuel to heat 125 homes. The purpose was to show how we'd all use natural gas and to act as a giant clock for the fare turning on every quarter hour. It was then removed after the fare to divert toward better use. It took approximately 400 days to build the Space Needle. The Space Needle has 6 floors, 52 stories, 98 flights, and 832 steps. A strong breeze of 10 miles an hour causes the Space Needle to sway approximately 1 inch. It is said it can withstand wind velocity up to 200 miles per hour. The cost to enter the structure is $44 for ages 13 to 65. Every year, the Space Needle Foundation offers the public to climb to the top using the outside staircase. Movies made using the Seattle Space Needle: Sleepless in Seattle, Singles, Harry and the Hendersons, Say Nothing, Little Buddha, Battle in Seattle, The Parallax View, An Officer and a Gentleman, and last but not least, the 1963 American musical film starring Elvis Presley, It Happened at the Fair.
I won't get close to your heartache if you won't open your door. I'm feeling kinda lost when your mind is hiding whatever that is choking your chest. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking 'cause you're holding it back. Maybe you'll make up your mind now. I'm here by your side. So let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. Oh, I will hold you in the dark, make you forget about what's wrong. Let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. You won't get closer to me if you won't open your door. If that's what you want, then baby try to believe me when I say that you can tell me anything. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking 'cause you're holding it back. Maybe you'll make up your mind now. I'm here by your side. So let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. Oh, I will hold you in the dark, make you forget forget about what's wrong. Let it all